violent.
It was. And it was a sparkly water, so that's boring. Water cheers. Hi, friends.
Oh, we forgot to say that.
Yes.
Hi, friends. Welcome to the Erin and Chris Show.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Krista.
Today,
we're going to do a bit of a life update.
Yes, lots of life has occurred.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of life that is different.
Right. I wanted to do a life update. I've been talking about it in the videos I filmed. Like, some of you probably already know. If you actually follow our Instagram, which is at the Erin and Chris Show. And if you don't subscribe to us, do it now.
Yep, right now.
Do it.
No.
Like this. Just do it. And you know you want to. Just do it.
Sorry, you're hearing dogs squirtling around in the back.
There's a dog wrestling match occurring in my kitchen. Also, there is some delicious food that is going to maybe a timer will go off. There are wives in my basement listening to something.
Who knows?
There are sounds of a movie.
They were watching something. It was called My Husband's Too Big for Me, or I'm Too Big for My Husband. I don't know.
Oh my God, what are they watching that for?
I don't know. We didn't know what it was.
Research?
We turned it on, and it's a Japanese show, so we immediately turned it off because we were like, "Huh?" And then it went off. And immediately the first sound was like, "Attack."
Okay, whatever. So you might hear that. So I've been hinting at a update I would like to inform you guys of.
A motorcycle.
Motorcycles. There are motorcycles. That's it. Yeah, the bike. Kind of. It's weird how do I say it.
Just say it.
My wife's pregnant.
Yay!
Now, I almost said I'm having a baby. This is just cheese.
No baby in there.
This is like a cheese and snack baby. And I have to clarify that all the time because of the way we look. My wife is a tomboy, and I look like this. And so when we say we're having a baby,
people always assume it's
people
you.
look at me like this. And I'm always like, I'm just chubby.
Yeah, no.
Avert your eyes.
No baby in
I
that
get really
body.
mad about it. I'm just like, this is food.
Yeah,
How dare
the
you?
baby's not there. The baby's
in the other uterus.
in the other one.
In the younger, healthier, non-radiated, more willing uterus.
Right. If it had to be in her uterus, it would be a no-go.
So when my wife and I started dating almost 2 years ago now, is that crazy?
That's only been 2 years, or that it's been 2 years?
Both.
A little bit of both.
It'll be 2 years in July. One of our first conversations was about children because she has a 6-year-old daughter and I now have a step-year-old. I have a step-year-old. I have a stepdaughter who is a 6-year-old. So, that was like an immediate conversation. I don't know if I've told the story, but I probably did. Like when I liked my wife's profile on her, it's a dating site for queer women.
Hoping it was a niece.
I was like, maybe that's her niece. Yeah, that's a niece.
And I very remember you saying to me, you were like, I don't do kids. So she's going to have to deal with that.
I mean, it is a known fact that I don't actually like children. And I still don't.
That's related to you.
And, well, yes, my niece changed things. I think I talked about this. I might sneeze. Me?
It was right in my ear wall. It's okay. The pitch is all.
Sorry, I'm a very loud sneezer. It's historically been a problem. It hurt my bad tooth.
No.
So my niece Lucy is about to turn 5, and when she was born, it changed things for me. As far as like, this is a child I am related to that is very closely related to my sister's baby. I love her so much. She's my favorite person. So that changed things. I was married to my ex-wife at the time, or we were engaged or whatever, and that still didn't like change that we weren't going to have kids. Right. We were going to have 1,000 dogs, and I was just fine with that. And I've never had the urge to be pregnant. I think it's weird. I still think it's weird. I think my wife is an alien. So how did I end up here? No, one of our very first conversations were about children because obviously, and I was okay with the idea of dating somebody with a child because I didn't know where it was going to go. So I was going to limit myself as being open-minded. And she shares custody, so I know that there are times when there is no child around.
Right.
So we talked. I remember I was at work at Lamia at the salon that Chris and I used to work, that she still does work at. And I was in the back talking to Kelly on the phone. And I don't know how it seriously came up at that point, but it was like, is this a deal breaker? Like, is it a deal breaker for you? Is it a deal breaker for me? And about like wanting more children, if we were to like stay together or whatever. And she said to me that it was not a deal breaker for her because she had my stepdaughter in her life. And
right.
Yes, she wanted more children, but would it be a deal breaker? No. And I was like, okay, because I'm a hard no.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying, like, I remember, like, after that conversation, you and I went, like, back to, like, the caffeine's room or something to have lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, well, I told her it's a hard no. And I was like, well, that your opinion might change. You're like, no, it won't. And I was like, okay. But you were like, no, because she needs to understand that if she wants more kids, that's not what I don't want to do.
That's what I'm not here for.
I'm not here for that. So if that's what she wants, then we can't be together because I don't want that. I'm never going to want that. I don't ever want that. I never want children.
And at this point, I'm 41. I'm going through a divorce. I just met someone new. So I was literally like, I will live in a house alone, like the old woman who lives in a shoe. And at the end, so even just dating was like already like going against. I always make these declarative statements that I then backpedal on.
Pretty quickly too.
But you know, like honestly, like sometimes I think I'm totally nuts, and I know for a fact all the girls we worked with thought when I started dating Kelly that I was an actual lunatic.
A little bit.
And then when I got engaged and moved away, like certifiable. But I will tell you, I don't know who I would be if I had stayed where we were because of our close-knit community.
Yeah.
Our tight group of friends. Everything's a reminder. Like I don't think I would have evolved and changed as a person.
No, probably not.
I think I actually would have become super bitter and angrier.
Probably.
And more of a demon. Because I just think I would have like been so lonely and sad. And like everything that I thought was going to be my life
wasn't your life.
Wasn't. And that's still true. But in a different way.
Right.
So we had that conversation. And I don't know, when Kelly and I actually really started talking about like she wanted to have a family with me. Like we must have just started talking about it last spring, so like a year ago.
So like right after you got married.
So like yeah, we got married. We've been married for a year. Right now it's April 15th, 14th, 15th, 14th, somewhere around there.
15th is tomorrow.
Okay, tax day. So we started talking about, we got married March 2nd, so we've been married a year, so we probably started talking about it like this time last year. And like, what would that look like? And I was freaking out all the time about several things. I'm old. I am now 43. That is, and when we really talked it out, my wife was like, so your biggest concerns are that you're old and that I'm going to look weird pregnant. I was like, yeah. She's like, not about like raising children or like how hard that's going to be or like making them a good human or like feeding them or being up with that. I was like, no, because we're already sort of doing that.
Right.
I was like, no, I'm old and you're going to look weird. She's like, we should have a baby then because we're fine. And I was like, but you look weird. You're gonna look weird. And I was stuck on that.
You were, kind of.
It is fucking weird. It isn't normal. Like, it's bizarre.
I mean,
to be with someone who's pregnant is so weird to me.
Yeah, I can see how that's,
you know?
I can see how it's you. I just don't think it's like, I think
George!
I think it's like the most normal thing a woman person can do. Because that's what, like, everything that we're made for to do. So to me it doesn't seem weird.
It's so, that's the other thing, is that it's so feminine and my wife is a tomboy, and so like,
yeah, so that's harder.
that was bizarro to like imagine, but she is very maternal, very nurturing, so then there's that. But okay, so at this point she's almost 23 weeks pregnant, so that's why I haven't really talked about it, because when you do things through like science and credit cards, which is like how we made this baby, in case anyone's wondering, don't ask me anything weird, because I had a client ask me when I was like, oh, well, she asked about kids or something, and I was like, oh, I have a stepdaughter, and my wife is expecting, and she's like, oh, she's like, so did you know about that? And I go, what do you mean? I did it. Like, I was there.
So she thought like she just went out and like got like had an affair, got pregnant?
Yeah, because that's what the gays do. I was like, we're married?
Wait, how is that what the gays do?
No, that's what
I just
that
think like
person
when
was
it
thinking.
comes to that kind of stuff.
That's what that naive person was thinking.
I think that people are just always like,
you just do it.
And I'll even like talk about it like with Emily and I, and people are like, so it always starts with, so how does that work? Especially like when I was like trying to get pregnant. Oh god. People had the weirdest questions for me because our donor was my wife's brother that I was doing inseminations at home with. People could not understand that I could get pregnant by a man that was my wife's brother doing this at home without having sex with him.
Just like,
and I was like,
you explain more than I just get like pissed at the ignorance, and like I'm not a good teacher with that kind of stuff because I just get mad. And I just push back, and I'm like, well, how do straight couples that struggle with infertility get pregnant? Same.
Right.
And then I just let it hang, because I'm already prepared for the questions. If somebody asks where my daughter, by the way, we're having a girl, just to get that out there, it's a baby girl, where she came from, I'm literally just going to point to my wife's vagina. I'd be like, that. Because if you have the fucking nerve to say that to me, I'm just going to push back with something that makes you uncomfortable, and I don't really care. Unless it's like my mom. I mean, like,
right.
but like, I'm talking like a
person.
rogue lady at the grocery store.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. Like, in general, like, if it's people I know or have interactions with me, and they're kind and ask me, like, can I ask you a question? I'm fine with that, because I'd rather be... That's fine be me that educated you on that than this one that you just run into weirdly. Because I'll stop and actually correct you so you don't do that to anybody else down the line.
Yeah, if you're polite to me and like are like, I don't want to pry or be like weird or rude, but like I have questions, and I'll be like, oh, okay. That I'm fine with.
Right.
But if it's like, well, where did they come from, or how did that happen, or did you know? Fucking of course I knew.
Right.
Anyways, so my wife's 23 weeks. Probably when I put this video up, she'll be more like 24 or 25, because I'm not sure when I'm going to do this. So like, I wanted to like update you guys so that like after now, because now her body is changing, right?
Well,
like
now she looks pregnant.
Now she looks pregnant.
Yeah. Talk to him.
George.
Well, he's playing. It's better than
Dog
eating
toys.
plants or shitting on the floor.
Oh god,
he's a puppy.
It's been a weekend. So yeah, I don't know. Thoughts?
I'm excited.
She's gonna be an aunt.
Yeah, again. I have like a gaggle of nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Literally, I could start like many sports teams. I am excited for you. I was not shocked. Like a lot of people are like, I'm so surprised. And I was like, I wasn't. Yeah, because my God, you were always like, I hate children. Dogs are better than kids. Not that you still don't think that, but you also would say very declarative statements of like, I do not want children. Like,
if I wasn't with Kelly, I wouldn't.
Like that would be very declarative statements about even when you first met Kelly. Like if that's a deal breaker, I would never do that. I don't want kids. We're not doing that. Like very like even when it came to this situation. But you had also stood in my kitchen and you were like, I am never getting married again. I am never going to live with somebody again. I'm never doing that. I'm never moving into somebody else's house again. No, I will never put myself in that position. But what she meant by that was for 3 months.
Let's see. I mean, I was single in my mind the minute that my ex-wife was like, I don't want to live with you and I don't want to be married, because I wasn't single, obviously, but that started the change in my heart, because she was not nice to me, and I don't care who's watching this, that's the truth. She was cruel. She basically just abruptly ended our life. So of course I'm going to say that I don't want to ever put myself in that vulnerable position again, but I'm an idiot and I fell in love. And I didn't mean to, but Kelly's real awesome.
No, she is. She's good.
And there's something different too about being this age. Like, other than the fact that like I'm terrified that like I'm gonna go to pick the baby up and my skeleton's gonna fall apart. I'm not gonna be able to, like, I had a meltdown about strollers. We had to I had to pick up every stroller. I had to see how it folded, because I can't have it be heavy. I can't lift it up.
Okay, first of all, the weight thing, yes, but it wouldn't matter if you were 23 or 43. If you had a complicated stroller, you would hate everything.
Yeah, like,
it doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with age. It has to do with you having zero patience with like mechanical things that don't work and snap and like, like easy lift, easy, adjustable, easy open, easy close stroller. No, it won't be.
Right.
She's gonna end up with like an umbrella stroller and calling it a day.
I told Kelly, like, we're just strapping the baby to her and she has to wear it all the time. So like I'm older, and so yes, like I know quicker if somebody is somebody I want to be with, if they're going to be a good life partner for me. So that was an easier decision. I mean, you kind of just know. And then like, I've done so much in my life as far as like, I'm never going to look back and be like, I wish I would have done X, Y, and Z before I had kids.
Right.
So that also made that's something I thought about. Like, I traveled a lot with my ex-wife. Like, those are experiences I probably never have like that again. I'm going to throw up from my sparkling water. And I played in a band for 9 years, and I'm never gonna like say like, oh, I wish I would have done that before I had the kids or whatever. So it kind of makes that easier, because I don't feel like I have any like things that are like lingering out there, that are gonna make me hesitant about like my life changing so much, because oh my God, it's gonna change.
Oh well, yeah.
Like, life as I know it is over. I woke Kelly up in the middle of the night, like, because, you know, when you do things through science and credit cards at the doctor's office, like, you know immediately when, like, I know the day of the IUI. So, like, we knew at that moment, like, she could be pregnant, right? Like, so, you know, very early, we knew 2 weeks after, which normally you wouldn't know for, like, 4 if you were just a normie. So I literally woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, babe, I was like, we are never going to be alone again.
Yeah,
like,
no.
never again.
No.
I was like, ah! Because it's so, I'm so used to it, and you are too. Like, you have your wife, and like, it's you and your wife. Like, then comes a little human, and it's never you and your wife again. And I love that time with her, and that we haven't been together that long, so I guess maybe that's also part of why I'm like, I haven't had enough time with you, you know, alone. So that was like something that freaked me out.
Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Well,
I'm not gonna fit in with the mom club at the school.
I'm already weird. To fit in with the mom club?
I'm already weird when I take Esme in and there's other moms. I'm like, I'm always like,
yeah. I mean, it'll be fine though. You'll meet, you know, people that are gonna be the babies, like children her age and have moms your age. It's not you're not like this.
I'm gonna be the grandma mom.
Yeah, but no. There's a ton of women now that have kids older. A ton. There's so many, even, and like, it wasn't even that rare, you know, what is it? How old is he now? Like 22? Like, Brian's mom had his little brother when she was 42.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, my wife's mom, had her last baby at the age that I am. Like, had it, like, pooped the baby out. So, at least I'm not the one, and my wife's younger than me, pooping the baby out.
Right, so it's not like all moms. I think it's more rare to have moms that are like 20, 21, 22 now than it is to have women in their like mid to late 30s being moms.
Yeah. The other thing is when I'm not the one in charge of the heavy objects in this house, and when it's your wife and they're pregnant and they can't do the things, I have to do the things.
Yeah.
That part sucks. It really sucks. I hate it. Like, I'm used to like my person doing the snow and like cleaning the garbage up, or like doing the hard things that like I don't necessarily do. And Kelly's very handy, so she does all the stuff around the house. She, you know, so like right now we have stuff that has to be done before the baby comes, and so it's like go time while you're not as big as a house,
right?
Because she's 23 weeks.
All right, and that part's temporary.
We have about 7 weeks before she can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be warmer out. She's gonna be bigger. Like, she's not allowed to do things.
Oh, the dip is done.
I hear a dip. Will it stop on its own?
I don't know.
That's fine. Okay. I put it on a lower temperature.
It's dip.
If you guys are subscribers to this channel, whilst this is happening, I've also been vlogging some stuff, including the dip, which is an iconic snack for us.
We like the dip.
It's not healthy. Don't think it is.
Not even a little.
So I guess like baby stuff. I'm old. My wife's a boy. We're never gonna be alone again. These are the things.
You'll adapt to all of the things.
So I don't know. I guess we'll keep you updated, or we will. She's helping with my mom and my sister with like baby shower count, and I'll try to like vlog some of that stuff. It might be more just like vlog style, like these are the things that are going on, or I probably will insert some pictures of my wife and in this and like show you what she looks like. Yeah, she looks real cute.
Yeah, no, but she has a belly now. Like,
she does. There's no denying it.
She's pregnant.
And I like want her to wear things that make her look pregnant now, so that no one thinks it's me.
So people are obvious, like which one of us is pregnant.
Well, then they're still like,
right.
It's really annoying that she has a belly, because that's where all my foods live and all my meats. And so now when we hug, there's 2 bellies. That's not okay. There always has to just be 1 belly, like to like a puzzle piece, you know, like.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like,
my
what
wife
is
is very thin, so.
When you're like huge, we're gonna be like the.
Yeah, like stepping apart.
Yes. So we just I wanted CHRISTA to be here because, I mean, she's known me before I was even married to my ex-wife and single Erin and evolution of Erin. And I do think, like, from a standpoint of like growth and whatever, like,
oh yeah,
if I wasn't open to growing and changing in my life, honestly, like I said, I don't know where I would be, you know, because you kind of sometimes have to go with those waves and be open-minded, and don't, like, it would have been very easy for me to stick to my like old Erin ways, you know, and especially when I got divorced, to be like old woman who lives in a shoe,
oh, like a curmudgeon,
like, I'm not letting anyone, like, because I'm not historically like very like social dater or like any of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
I'm never like that. You know, so like, and being older, I was like, well, this is it. This is how it is now. I'm done. You know, but I like was open to like Kelly didn't live in Michigan. Like
You thought it was gonna be something like hands off and never would like
yeah, or like
actually
just
pan
somebody
out
to
to talk to.
Yeah, or like whatever. And you know, she is like perfect for me.
Yeah.
And she's not perfect, but she's perfect for me. You know, she is in a lot of ways like my ex-wife, which freaks me out sometimes because they both have
But you
more...
also have like a type of person.
Right, which is fine because those are the good things. But then she's also very nurturing and very like family oriented and like
and emotionally available.
Emotionally available, and also does not give a shit if she pisses me off. Like,
right,
calls
she'll
me
shut
out.
you down.
Yeah. Well, it's like it makes me think about my own behavior and stuff like that instead of like holding it against me for 72 years and then being pissed and leaving. So there's that. So she's perfect for me. So like and she kept the infant alive. So like that's an important thing. Like to know that Kelly can keep a baby infant alive because it's gonna be hard.
Well, yeah.
And I can't imagine it doing that with somebody who's never done that. I can say fully if like Kelly didn't have a daughter already, this wouldn't be happening. Because we're already parenting. I don't think I would have been like, yeah, let's now all of a sudden do this for the first time.
Right.
Like
yeah,
she's done it, you know, so, and she's in school and she's fine. You know, so it's like, okay, I know that you can make a human be at least alive, let's say. Oh, friends.
Oh man, so babies are coming.
Babies are coming this
baby.
summer. One. I actually, once it happened, I was like, let's hope for 2. Let's just get 2. Then we don't ever have to think about like, oh, should we have done another one? But then it didn't happen because Kelly has twins in her family. Her dad's a twin. And when you're older, there's more of a chance.
Yeah.
And when you do like fertility drugs and stuff like that. So I was like, I'd be fine with that actually. But it's just one baby. And her name is Hazel, baby Hazel. And she's coming in August.
Yay!
So stay tuned for that, friends.
Oh man.
Thanks for sticking around through all of this insanity. We have a couple videos. Well, we did one other video and then I'll have a vlog up with the 2 of us. So people thought that you died.
I did not die.
I had somebody ask on Instagram, are you even still doing it? Is CHRISTA still doing this? I was like, yes, she is. I was like,
Oh yeah, I'll take pictures and stuff. I'm just so not good at. I don't have like. I
Which
have to
is
get
fine.
like a good setup in my house to do this.
Right, like I honestly just have my ring light, which does actually make a huge difference.
Yeah, I don't have
because it just brightens everything. It looks a little more professional. But you know, you're not gonna see a million videos, but we'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah, we'll just let you know what's happening in our lifetime.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Do all the things.
Do all the things, please. And follow us at the Erin and CHRISTA Show because we are more active there.
On
and
the Instagram.
You'll see her big dumb head over there more. So, thanks, friends.
All right, bye, friends.
Pretty soon it'll just me and poopy diapers. Oh, yeah.